This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, Marva Rabbi Sai, we take out 2 Sifrei Torah this Shabbos, and it's a very exciting Shabbos, and it's a very exciting Zman, so we have to have one quick additional share today to prepare for Purim, and I want to thank the Levitan family for putting together the Elevate Your Shabbos table sheets. We're already on year 2, and this year we're working on the sheets for Yom Tif. So for any of the Shabbosim and Parshios, you could look in our repertoire, you could look in our repository on rabbidg.com. You have for all the Shabbosim. Now we're working on the Yom Tovim, and Yashikach to Mishpachas Levitan. And I want to thank Rabbi Aaron Subar for loading this onto the website every week. Yashikach, 3 Divrei Torah. Dvar Torah number 1, we're going to talk about as we get closer to Purim. And if you want to see it, it appears in the 4 zets of the Magid Rakia on Purim in Lashon HaKodesh. It appears in the insert right before the introduction in the new Sefer on Purim for Art Scroll. And that is a excerpt from the Chassam Sofer. The Chassam Sofer says over a tradition he heard from Rav Mendele Lilig, who had a tradition from the Shev Yaakov, that anyone who learns Torah between the Megillah of the night and the Megillah of the day, muftach loy shehu ben olam haba. You want a guaranteed spot in the world to come? Learn Torah between the day, the night and the day Megillah. People look for segulas for all kinds of things, but the most important thing that we need to try to secure is olam haba. So this is a very available way. I'm going to do the last one, the middle one last. We know there's an idea on Purim that whoever sticks out their hand, we give them tzedakah on Purim. And the Sifrei Chasidus say that as well, whatever we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu on Purim, Hashem agrees and accedes to our request on Purim. So Rav Asher Weiss says, it sounds like wishful thinking. Because we give tzedakah, because we give 10 cents to everyone, so when we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu to do us this big favor, He's going to listen. So Rav Asher Weiss uncovers an amazing dimension of this. He says that when Hashem offered us the Torah, we said thanks, but no thanks. Not until Purim did we accept the Torah lovingly. So think about what happened on Purim. God said, do this, do that, do this mitzvah, that mitzvah, don't do that. And we said, God, we're not asking any questions. Whatever you tell us, we'll do it. Yes, whatever you ask us, God, we're going to do it. When did we have that attitude? On Purim. Therefore, midah keneged midah, on Purim, Hashem responds in kind to us. Rebbe Hashem says, Klal Yisrael, whatever you want, whatever you ask, yes. That's an added dimension to this idea. And finally, this is my favorite one. I totally forgot about this one because this is my favorite shir on Purim. Right back at ya. By the way, I know you've heard it before, but I have some new chidushim on it this year, from the Spanish Inquisition and 1948. So you have to listen to some of the recent shiurim. Even if you've heard part of it, go to the end. Really, some good additions. Anyway. So the Gemara darshans, Vayomer hamelech mi vechotzer v'haman ba lachatzar beis hamelech achitzoyna leimor lamelech lesoises Mordechai al ha'etz asher hechin loi. He was going to tell the king to hang Mordechai on the tree that he prepared for him, literally that Haman prepared for Mordechai. And the Gemara says, no, not that Haman prepared for Mordechai, but hechin loi, tana loi hechin. Really, Haman was preparing it for himself. How do Chazal know that the words mean that Haman was preparing it for himself? Maybe he was preparing it for Mordechai. So simply because the word loy is extra, it should just say on the tree that he was preparing. Why did the Megillah have to write that he was preparing for him? Obviously, Haman was preparing for Mordechai. Why does it have to say for him? That indicates that Haman was preparing it for himself. But there's a Sefer Leket Imrei Kodesh, a collection of Belzer Svarim that my good friend Rabbi Gedalia Schwartz got from me a long time ago, and he brings from the Marsham who say Chazal darshan from another place. And that it says heichen, that he prepared. Hachana. Hachana. Now hachana is a very powerful idea. The true benefit that we actualize from a mitzvah is only if we do hachana. Hachana is something that's only appropriate in the context of a mitzvah or kedusha. So how could the Megillah say that Haman was doing hachana? Asher heichen. He wasn't doing hachana, he was doing a big avera. He was trying to kill Mordechai. You can't say hachana. No, it must be he was doing a mitzvah. What mitzvah was Haman doing? He was preparing for the mitzvah of Mechias Amalek. Huh? But he was trying to hang Mordechai. No! He was making it for himself. The fact that Chazal used the word hachana, that's how they know that Haman was making it for himself. Rabbi, if you want to subscribe to these Divrei Torah, go to our site, rabbidg.com, and you just click subscribe, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else. It will come to your inbox. Wishing everyone a wonderful Shabbos, Zachar, Parshas Vayikra, Erev Purim, Freilich and Adar. Haba Aleinu L'Toiva. Thank you, everybody. Agun Shabbos. Thank
you, Shabbat Shalom.
Baruch Tiyah. Shabbat Shalom, Yaakov.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.